Just 20 days until the 2009 Daytona 500, and it would be a mistake to overlook our guest, Kasey Kahne, as a potential winner of the Great American Race. Kasey, glad you're with Jeff and I.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
All right. Now, 2008, let's start with last year first. You got off to a great start, a bunch of top tens, then a bit of a dry spell. Then you had the wins at Charlotte and Pocono. It just seemed like it was kind of up and down. What can you guys do? What can you do to improve the consistency?
I think, one of our biggest things was when we were off, we were way off. We were 35th to 43rd, depending on how many cars dropped out. So, that was one part that really hurt us with points. Other than that, early in the year, it seemed like we were 7th to 15th, and late in the year, we were 7th to 15th. We had those couple weeks, or about a month there, where we were really good and strong at 3 different racetracks, and felt good about that. But yeah, we just need our worst finishes to get a lot better.
Kasey, I want to know about this year. Dodge is coming out with a new nose. Things that went on with your teammates. You got some new guys in there. You had one I thought was gone, is now back in Elliott. But probably the biggest thing has to be, instead of Gillette Everham, it is now Richard Petty Motorsports. All these changes, are you okay with them? And can we look forward to some really excitement coming out of Richard Petty Motorsports?
Yeah, I think we definitely can. I was with everybody else, didn't know what was going on half the offseason, with Elliott and AJ, and we knew Reed was with us now, and then the Richard Petty Motorsports deal happened, and the Gillette family got that done. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a good thing. I was telling them, man, just make sure you get everything done, so when we get to Daytona, everybody can focus on racing, and they got it done last week. So I think we should be in good shape. It's going to be a lot of fun working with Richard, seeing Richard around, and he'll be watching our cars, not watching Richard watch everybody else's cars. He'll be watching ours now.
Kasey, you look at a guy like Jimmie Johnson. He's going for his 4th consecutive championship. I want to elaborate a little bit, or have you elaborate on the consistency. So you look at Jimmie Johnson, how do you stop that number 48 Express? How do you guys contend with him?
Jimmie Johnson is tough.
Kidnapping. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Something. But since he came into NASCAR...
What happens with the sharp objects away? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we don't...
Yeah.
Jimmy needs to be careful.
No sharp objects.
I think what was his worst finish is 5th in points. And he's just about won 4 championships. So he is definitely the guy to beat again. I think Carl's going to be very good. But, yeah, we have to figure out how to be more consistent. And that's what the 48 team's so good at late in the season. They're so consistent and so good at all them tracks in the chase.
Going into Daytona, we've talked a lot, so I think we're blue in our face.